Inside the Super Arena in Saitama, it is time for our main event, the WBA and IBF World Middleweight titles.
Okay, guys, I give you instruction in the dressing room. They're having a clean match, okay? Good luck, God bless you.
To write another chapter with Canelo, all of that will be decided here tonight. 2 middleweight titles on the line.
Which he actually has the most. There it is again. Beautiful shot.
In the past, Chris, that he has had difficulty defending against the most accurate jab.
He's as strong as most people's right hands.
Murata lets go of that right hand, offers it once again. You see the length of Murata when he threw that left hook to the body. He's able to do it. Right hand connected from Murata.
And a left hook to the body. That landed especially to the body. Triple G looks strong, man.
Long-range right hand from Murata.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And part of the reason why everyone enjoyed Triple G's style, the big drama show.
Something to keep an eye out for. Triple G was...
It's been a long night of fights. There's been a lot of fights fought in that ring tonight. A lot of blood spilled from some of those earlier undercard bouts. Landing that jab. He starts throwing that long right uppercut and finishes with the left.
For Triple G, kind of the classic Triple G. It was a good opening round, mostly thanks to that vaunted jab, and now Triple G starts to open up a little.
Marks, he cuts guys up, he swells them, he breaks noses, a lot of power, devastating. Oh, low blow there. There's that combination I was talking about. The jab, uppercut.
And right along the belt line.
Ooh, generally he throws upstairs, but he threw that one down to the body, landed quite well. Then he switches it and throws it over the top. Ooh, good right hand there from Murata.
Right down the middle. Coming across or around the guard more often than that out a lot more often.
Yeah, definitely better off. I'm surprised, though, that Triple G is moving to his left. He's moving his best punch by far. And Triple G has been quite a bit so far. Interesting.
Tactical body shot there from Murata. From the WBA middleweight champion. Good uppercut from Murata, connects as well. Triple candidate, and as we talked about before, that's probably not what Triple G wants of bringing to the table.
Yeah, and especially the way Murata's fighting this fight. He's moving into that power hand. I'm surprised to see that as part of the game plan. Murata with another good right hand there. He's throwing those shots. He's the legend of Triple G.
Still willing to stand in there and trade those shots, knowing that he can come out on top of.
Yeah, we see a mark on the forehead of Triple G on the strength of one of those.
Triple G dug a left hook to the body right afterwards.
A little tactic that I don't know if the people at home have noticed is that Murata, whenever
trainer of Gennady Golovkin telling him to change the rhythm up, and that's one thing that Banks said he wanted to not change for Triple G to bring a rhythm to his game, but Triple G is just bringing the round 3.
Yeah, I saw a little wobble in the legs there from Murata early in the round. Right here, beginning of round number 3.
Couple right hands connect from Murata.
I really like what Murata's doing. He's drawing a line in the sand. He's like, I'm going to give as good as I'm going to get.
Murata to the head, to the body in that fight against Sergey Derevyanchenko. So the theory is that if Triple G is where it could be downstairs,
but throwing a punch. The punch you don't see is the one that hurts you the most. It seemed like it had an effect.
We've also never seen him fight at 40 years of age.
Especially with good body shot there from Triple G. Murata comes right back.
Back and forth here on the inside. Right hand from Golovkin comes around the guard of Murata. And Murata comes up the middle with an uppercut.
And continue to take the punches the way he has. Very interesting fight. Ooh,
another
body shot there
from Murata and a deep breath from Triple G.
Triple G's having a really hard time right now. Yeah, that body shot hurt. You see him stretching out.
Concern if you were a supporter of Triple G that Murata was energetic and would make some stylistic changes that are giving him even more success than he would have.
To give more respect to Triple G. He has not. He has met him in the center of the ring. He's gone punch for punch, and he's having great success.
And Murata lands the final shots of.
Here we see Murata going down to the body pretty consistently. He's not something he's really, and has been really focused on the body shots. I think it's kept him in this fight very well.
time with that left hook to the body, and then that patented left hook over the top.
Not hit guys on top of the head because of the chance to hurt your hands. Triple G has such powerful hands. And
Gage on the inside, betting. Triple G has always had a tremendous chin. He visited a doctor once who told him that his skull is 1.5 times as thick as the average person. So that's what he attributes his punch resistance to.
Been walking through the shots thus far. I do not like what I'm seeing from the body language of Triple G. He looks very uncomfortable.
The hands of Triple G seem to be trying to safeguard against those body shots.
Yeah, he's very focused on not getting touched with the body.
Oof. And back down to the body.
Murata's bringing to the table his game plan, his willingness to stick it out, but there's no retreat in Japanese fighter.
Backing Triple G up. Again, the footwork of Triple G just seems a little bit off.
Been like that since round number 1. It's not fluid. He never has been fighting behind that high guard defense and sneaking in his own shots. Very precise at fighting backwards. And he's generally been the stronger man, being able to back guys up if they are going to be aggressive. But Murata is just walking through the shots and putting it.
We're talking a lot about Murata's success because to a degree it's surprising, but don't get it twisted. Hot stuff here as well.
Oh, absolutely. Triple G has been landing.
Murata just missing on that one.
There we see that overhand right, which Murata was able to.
Gennady Golovkin coming off a 478-day layoff, just turned 40.
Yeah, Ryota's not giving Triple G a chance to ease into this 40-year-old body. He's bringing it.
Right hand and goes back downstairs.
You can see, but Triple G is so concerned about the body shots, really tight whenever they come in close. He's almost offering his head up to the right hand. There you see it again.
That's a right hand along the floor, but right back upstairs with that same shot.
There's that
good left hook from Golovkin. A slight step back from Murata.
Throws those punches. It seems like he needs more time to rest, and this is where Murata can really capitalize.
Carlos Linares. We'll take a look back at some of the replays.
Here we see one of the consistent weapons of the night for Ryota Murata is that right from Triple G. Always had a great, almost like sixth sense about his defense, being able to slide.
When sometimes this is what you see from fighters as they get a little bit older, they get a little bit more stationary.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the reactions aren't the same. And also, you have to punch more. You have to throw more. You have to throw more in combination. You have to let your hands.
Deep breath from Golovkin.
Hitting Ryota Murata on the top of his head. Here we see a beautiful right uppercut through the middle, splits the guard.
He gets tagged with an uppercut.
From Ryota goes low, it does seem to bother him. Ooh, good right hand over the top. Obviously something they worked on in the gym because he's doing it over and over again. And here you see Triple G being Triple G. Right uppercut up the middle.
If you're a fan of Triple G, you might be a little bit concerned about what you're seeing. If you're totally impartial, you gotta love the action right now.
But this is a very close fight. This could easily be,
his pressure and his pace.
I think also Triple G gave up on the jab.
Hard right hand, that knocked the mouthpiece out of Murata.
Here we see that jab right down the middle, sets up the overhand right. I believe this is the one that knocks the mouthpiece. There you see it. Yeah, I think they should. I mean, there should be a natural break in the action. Oh, man, good work from Triple G here in the middle of the ring.
Murata has not responded. Comes over the top with that left hook. Now digs to the body and comes up.
Good head movement there from Triple G on the inside as well.
Murata, this is the moment he's dreamed of throughout his boxing career. And he does not.
Murata pinned, and Murata came back, and he's actually been defensively sliding. Just like that, still putting himself in position. Shuts Murata's offense down. That rhythm, that upper body shoulder movement.
Good counter shot there from Triple G. From Golovkin. As Murata, confidence boost. Going back to the stool. No such effects so far. You had a terrific bounce back round. Murata spent his training camp. Ricardo Luna, light heavyweight. Get used to that physicality that Triple G is. And that, I think, is really the story of the fight right now. It's getting close. But Golovkin, even more offensive ideas.
As he's fighting. Right here, we're starting to see it. These last moves left. He's using his jab. He's slipping and sliding on the inside.
of them in that sequence there for Triple G, and he comes up the middle with that to shell up and then brings it up the middle.
And he builds and he builds and he builds and he breaks you down. You're seeing him now as he finds it, and he's built on all the work that he's done so far.
Different body. We've seen Murata around the perimeter of the ring as well, and it looks like he's to try and resist Triple G.
Whoever's in control of the real estate seems to be in control of the fight.
Big left hook from Golovkin. Murata losing velocity on his shots.
Time it and then pull the trigger.
It was a good right hand.
He needs to be careful. He's falling in with his head forward. If he even sees, what's happening.
Dominant round from Triple G, who is starting to break down Ryota Murata.
Good job there of Triple G finding the holes.
Ryota Murata admitted last week a degree of nervousness from all of his fears about what it would be like in the ring with Triple G.
Very strong. Met the boogeyman in the middle of the ring and was fighting tooth and nail. But yeah, right around when Gennady Golovkin really found his rhythm. And it really all started when he knocked him out. Ever since then, it's been all Triple G.
I think part of Golovkin's success, part of it is Golovkin making that decision to give himself a little more space, use a little more rhythm, but part of it is
he's just not able to answer the way he was before.
At the moment.
On the ropes is definitely not where Murata wants to be.
Murata swaying on the ropes.
And that's why Triple G is able to really mix these shots up, take his time.
A courageous showing from Murata, 40 years of age. There's a good right hand from Murata. Can he find a little momentum that Triple G has been building since that?
Murata finally got underneath one of those left hooks. He's really just trying to...
anything to get Triple G off of him right now. Connects from Triple G, wraps it around the guard.
The left hook has been a very consistent weapon for Triple G tonight in the right hand. But I do believe the right hand has had more of an effect on him.
Triple G look for the home run
around the guard, which he did. And that's, I believe, been the... When Triple G is on that jab, he is a whole different fighter. Murata starting to bust up. Triple G is one of those guys, every time he touches you, he leaves a mark. The arms of Murata.
Oh, big right hand from Golovkin.
That hurt.
Murata is hurt. Murata is back, looking for the knockout.
Oh, those uppercuts.
Just barely holding on right now.
Murata very hurt.
I think he senses that the end could be near. This could be his opportunity to get Murata out of there.
Yeah, this is the most effective that Triple G been wearing him down for a few rounds.
Oh, another hard right hand. You see the wince. Felt that one, and I thought he almost went down.
Acknowledging, big
Gets
left
met
hook.
with a perfect left hook from Golovkin, who is just hammering.
And you can look at his stance on the ropes. He's not in a position to defend himself. He's not in a position to punch back.
After a slow start, Triple G has come back to look like the Triple G.
You see him circling around, trying to breathe. Oh, and back
here
comes Murata.
Murata, not on his big night. Hard right hand from Golovkin, and Murata goes down. In comes the towel. That is it. The icing on the birthday cake for Triple G. Bring on Canelo. Let's do it again.